Fever Eye mid-season trade to add veteran firepower around Caitlin Clark. With the 2025 WNBA trade deadline looming on August 7th, the Indiana Fever are quietly positioning themselves for a bold move to bolster their lineup around superstar guard Caitlin Clark. After snapping an 8-year playoff drought in 2024, Indiana has battled injuries and inconsistency this season, but still sits at a respectable 14-12. Now, as they chase a deep postseason run, ESPN's Kevin Pelton projects a deal that would pair Clark with former WNBA champion Myisha Hines-Allen. Here's why this potential swap makes sense and what it could look like. 1. Indiana's three-point identity and its needs. Elite shooting. Last year, inspired by Clark's historic rookie campaign, the Fever ranked third in the league in three-point percentage, 36.2%. Their outside shooting masked defensive weaknesses and helped them secure a postseason berth. Injuries to Clark. This season, Clark has missed half her team's games with groin and quadriceps troubles, testing Indiana's depth and chemistry under new head coach Stephanie White. While team defense has improved, the absence of Clark's scoring punch has exposed the Fever's thin front court. Bottom line, Indiana still shoots lights out from deep, but they need more versatility and interior scoring to support Clark, especially if she misses additional time. Header 2. Why my proven champion pedigree? Hines-Allen won a WNBA title with the Washington Mystics in 2019 and has a history of midseason impact trades. Last summer, she helped the Minnesota Lynx reach the finals after joining them at the deadline. Floor stretching forward. A career 35.0% three-point shooter, Hines-Allen has hit on nearly 30% from beyond the arc this year, still good enough to rank fourth on Indiana's roster. Her ability to pull opposing bigs away from the rim would create more driving lanes for Clark and the Fever guards. Versatility in the paint. At 6'2", Hines-Allen can play both power forward and center, giving White more lineup flexibility. She excels in pick-and-pop actions, can finish above the rim and boards at a solid clip, career 7.0 rebounds per game. Key caveat: Hines-Allen has battled a right leg injury of late. Indiana would need to vet her medicals carefully, but her track record of durability and the potential upside may justify the risk. 3. The projected trade package. Pelton suggests Indiana could send veteran center Damiris Dantas, a steady presence off the bench but producing just 5.2 points and 4.1 rebounds per game in 2025. Dantas' departure would open more minutes for Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston. 2026 second-round draft pick, a modest asset that Dallas could spin into a developmental prospect, while Indiana preserves its first-round ammunition. Why this makes sense for Dallas. The Wings have embraced youth, rolling with rookies like Charisma Osborne and leading scorers such as Erica Ogunbowale. Adding the savvy, defensively capable Dantas plus a future pick gives Dallas more flexibility without surrendering a core piece. 4. Strategic fit for the Fever. Instant front court boost. Pairing Hines-Allen with Boston and Howard would give Indiana 3 legitimate stretch 4/5, allowing Clark to attack the paint knowing help is nearby. Playoff readiness. If Clark returns to full health, the Fever could transform into one of the league's most lethal offenses, capable of high-octane spacing and dynamic pick-and-pop sets. Maintaining culture. Hines-Allen's championship experience and midseason success in Minnesota underscore her ability to adapt quickly, critical for a team still shaking off a coaching change and injuries. 5. Looking ahead. Deadline buzz. With less than 2 weeks before the trade deadline, expect Lynn Dunn and GM Kelly Krauskopf to kick the tires on this and other potential deals. Clark's impact. When healthy, Clark commands defenses and elevates her teammates. Surrounding her with proven veterans like Hines-Allen signals Indiana's all-in mentality. Playoff ambitions. A successful trade could vault the Fever into top seed conversations in the Eastern Conference, making Indiana a genuine title contender for the first time since 2012. Bottom line, acquiring Myisha Hines-Allen would address Indiana's most pressing needs, frontcourt scoring, spacing, and veteran leadership, while still preserving long-term draft assets. If the Fever pull off this deadline deal, they'll send a clear message. Caitlin Clark isn't just the face of the franchise. She's the centerpiece of a championship blueprint. One of the toughest challenges the Indiana Fever have faced this season is finding consistency when Caitlin Clark isn't on the floor. Clark's sharpshooting helped Indiana post the WNBA's third best three-point percentage in 2024, fueling an unexpected playoff berth despite a leaky defense. But in 2025, she's missed half the schedule with nagging groin and quad issues. And though new coach Stephanie White has stabilized the defense, the Fever sit at 14-12, right on the playoff bubble. With the trade deadline looming on August 7th, ESPN's Kevin Pelton projects Indiana will look to add another reliable perimeter threat and pick-and-pop option to pair with Clark upon her return. His prediction? A blockbuster deal sending veteran center Damiris Dantas and a 2026 second-round pick to the Dallas Wings in exchange for 29-year-old forward Myisha Hines-Allen. Here's why it makes sense. 1. Three-point gravity, Hines-Allen has career marks of 35% from deep, and even her suboptimal 29.6% this year would still rank 4th on the Fever roster. Adding her shooting touch would relieve pressure on Clark and Aaliyah Boston, forcing opposing defenses to respect Indiana's spacing. 2. Versatile frontcourt depth. At 6'2", Hines-Allen can slide between the post and the perimeter, giving White more lineup flexibility. She'd shore up minutes behind Boston and Natasha Howard, provide occasional playmaking, and alleviate some rebounding load if Clark's shoulder or leg re-aggravates late in games. 3. Midseason experience. This wouldn't be Hines-Allen's first rodeo. Traded to Minnesota at last year's deadline, she played a key role in the Lynx' run to the finals. Her familiarity with a new system and ability to contribute right away make her a low-risk, high-reward addition. 4. Win now signal. By targeting a proven veteran champion, she won the title with Washington in 2019. Indiana's front office underscores its commitment to contending around Clark's return rather than rebuilding. On paper, parting with Dantas, a solid rotational big, and a future second-rounder feels steep for a rental, especially with Hines-Allen coming off a right leg injury. But if Indiana's brass believes she can regain form and stretch defenses for Clark and Boston, this trade could be the catalyst that turns the Fever into a true playoff contender. Fever eye mid-season trade to add veteran firepower around Caitlin Clark. With the 2025 WNBA trade deadline looming on August 7th, the Indiana Fever are quietly positioning themselves for a bold move to bolster their lineup around superstar guard Caitlin Clark. After snapping an 8-year playoff drought in 2024, Indiana has battled injuries and inconsistency this season, but still sits at a respectable 14-12. Now, as they chase a deep postseason run, ESPN's Kevin Pelton projects a deal that would pair Clark with former WNBA champion Myisha Hines-Allen. Here's why this potential swap makes sense and what it could look like.